Hi, welcome to Round Robin. I'm Celine Guerrero with the City of Hampton, and with us today we have Matthew Stearn, the Executive Director of the HELP organization. Welcome, Matthew.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
And can you tell us what HELP stands for?
Sure. HELP is a Hampton Roads Ecumenical Lodgings and Provisions Incorporated.
And what do you do in the community? You do a lot. It's not just one thing, but you guys help a whole lot in our community.
Right. We're really best known for our homelessness services, so we work a lot with what we call the Night's Welcome program, which is a 21-week winter shelter that we run throughout the winter months, so we're going from October to March this year. But we really have three different areas that we focus on, and that's housing and homelessness, healthcare for the uninsured, and then support services for folks who are kind of underserved within the city.
Okay, and going back to the lodging program, are you housing these people in a shelter, or do you have other organizations helping you shelter them? Go ahead and explain a little bit about that.
Sure. We've got three main programs that we work on with housing.
Okay.
And so the one we're best known for is the Night's Welcome.
Right.
So that's 21 weeks of shelter that we provide through various churches throughout the community.
Okay.
So this year we have 20 different sites that will be out throughout the city of Hampton. Those churches provide volunteers to help out with cooking meals, to help out with staffing for overnight, with helping with cleanup. So the churches are a very integral part in providing that shelter. We provide a higher level of organization, kind of management of the whole thing, making sure that folks are registered, getting them hooked up with other support services like getting access to benefits, whether it be SNAP or TANF or WIC even in some cases.
Okay.
So connection to benefits. The other programs that we have an emergency shelter for women and children that we can have up to 22 people in. So depending, we can have about between 5 to 6 families in there at any given time to help them out for a stay between 30 and 60 days is our goal in that shelter. And again, connection to services that they may need that they may not have access to at the moment.
Right.
And then we also have 15 beds that we manage as transitional housing, which is, our goal is around 6 months to get people back on their feet. And it may be people who, work 40 hours a week, who just have credit issues and can't necessarily get a place of their own quite yet. So.
Right, and that's one thing that I did want to touch up on, that, who's coming out and getting this help or seeking this help. It's like you said, it could be because of credit issues, you can't find a place, or maybe abuse of some sort in a relationship and they need help. Who are you seeing coming out, and who are you helping?
Well, we have a wide range of people that we help. Some of the people that we help work 40 and 50 hours a week, and it's just issues that are in the way and barriers to housing that exist that we have to work at and getting across. Some people are underemployed, some people are unemployed, and some people just need a hand finding out which direction is the right way to go.
Right, and how can people find you?
The easiest way is to go to our website. It's helpushelyou.org, and that's the letter U at the end, helpushelyou.org.
And we'll go ahead and put it on the screen.
Sure.
So, another question I want to ask, it's not just, the lodging aspect, but you do have, you mentioned that you do have a medical and dental program as well, and then you do have a food pantry. Can you, let's touch up on the medical and dental programs as well.
Sure. Well, we have a medical and dental clinic that runs out of the Social Services Building. It's the Richard F. Clark Help Clinic. It is a charitable clinic here in the city of Hampton. And so we have 2 qualifiers to receive care on our medical and our dental side, and that's to have a household income at or below 200% of the federal poverty level and to be uninsured. Now, for families, that means the best marker is maybe a family of 4. So the federal poverty marker right now is about $49,000 a year as income. So if families are making less than that and are uninsured, then they have access to our clinic. We have a small fee for certifying income, for certifying insurance and things like that. But after an individual is certified, the fees for a dental appointment are only $25 an appointment. So whatever you're having done is $25.
Right.
And then on the medical side, we're at $10 or $20 depending on your income.
And is this a volunteer-based organization, or and how can people help the the organization?
Well, right now we're a combination of folks who are employed in the
Okay.
clinic, and we have a number of volunteers who come and practice in the clinic. So we're always looking for more providers, people who are doctors or nurses or
Right.
NPs, anybody like that who wants to give back to their community in a very significant way. Can come, and even an hour a week, an hour a month, anything like that can help out. Even, and on the dental side, we have people who are hygienists, we have assistants, we have dentists, all folks who can have a way to plug in and serve their community in a very significant way.
And you do have a food pantry that you mentioned briefly before. And can you tell us about how that works? Because it's you did say that it's a weekly, and just give me the dynamics of that.
Well, we have two different areas that we help out in food insecurity. So we run a pantry that's supported by our area churches and other organizations that donate to us. And we have that at the Social Services Building, which is where our clinic is as well. So folks who are coming in to receive services of some sort, who may have a very immediate need for food, can receive food while they're there.
Okay.
So our pantry, we do around 10,000 meals a year is what we put out there.
Incredible.
And on the other program that we do, we work with the Virginia Peninsula Food Bank.
Okay.
And as part of their Neighbor to Neighbor program, we receive excess groceries from local stores who will give us their groceries, and then we take them and distribute them out to the community. We do that on Saturday mornings out of our Buck Road Day Center.
Right, and that's a great way for people who want to help, is donating items to the food pantry.
Absolutely.
Because there's always a shortage, and there's always a need, obviously, and so that'd be one great way if someone is interested in helping or volunteering or giving back. That'd be an excellent way to do it.
For sure.
And can you tell us about the other organizations you work with and how you're getting in touch with these people that you're helping? You did mention that you do talk to you are in contact with human resources. I'm sorry, was it
Human Services.
Human Services, sorry, not resources, but with the City of Hampton. But can you elaborate and tell us about other organizations that help you help others?
One of the strongest connections that we have in this community, and it's a peninsula-wide thing, and even a Tidewater-wide thing. We work very closely with the Greater Virginia Peninsula Housing Consortium. So this is a group of organizations who are committed to serving those who are homeless and who are either literally homeless or imminently homeless. So we gather up, we meet at least every 2 weeks together to discuss specific cases of, who needs what services. So the people represented there are anybody from Hampton Social Services to the CSB to Newport News Social Services, the Newport News Housing Broker Team, different healthcare organizations, the Salvation Army. All of these people are involved in this group effort to really care for the homeless in our area. And it really allows us to provide a coordinated effort and coordinated care for folks who are homeless.
All right. And now, are there any other events, or are there any events coming up this year that will help the community give back?
Absolutely. We try to do about 4 major fundraisers a year. This year we've slated 4 different events. The first we have coming up right around Valentine's Day. We're going to do a paint night.
Oh, okay.
So those will be out on Eventbrite, and they'll be accessible on our Facebook page. We're also planning to do a benefit concert. Myself and another member of the board of directors are both pianists.
Okay, wonderful.
we'll be putting on a concert to try and raise some money. We have an annual golf tournament in September, and we'll also have another event in kind of the wintertime as well.
And you just took on the role as the executive director last year, right? What was your background prior to this?
Well, I'm actually a lifelong resident of the city of Hampton. I was born and raised here, actually just across LaSalle Avenue from here. A graduate of Hampton High School. I went to Christopher Newport to have a bachelor's of music in piano performance, actually. Worked at Old Point National Bank for a while, and then decided to go back to school. So my wife and I moved to Harrisonburg for 3 years. I attended Eastern Mennonite Seminary and Eastern Mennonite University. Received a Master's of Business Administration in Nonprofit Management and a Master's of Divinity in Cross-Cultural and Community Mission, with the express purpose of serving the community in the capacity of a faith-based nonprofit.
Exactly.
And it just worked out that this organization had an opening, and it was a perfect fit because I love this community. I'm from this community,
That's
and
wonderful.
I'm happy to come back and serve this community.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And it's a great way, you're giving back to that community that you grew up in. And there is a big need. And, it's something that, people don't really talk about much, but there is a great need. And, it's organizations like yours and others who are helping make that difference in our community. So thank you so much for being here.
My
and
pleasure.
again, go ahead and tell us the website where people can get some more information.
Sure. You can check us out on Facebook, the Hampton Roads Ecumenical Lodgings and Provisions, or on our website, it's helpushelpyou.org. That's the letter U at the end.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.